I'm trying. I was trying to be sexy and smooth, and I couldn't get your cape off.
Let me do it. See if I can do this.
Do you want help?
There you go. I got it.
It's better.
I'm all right.
We're absolutely hopeless. This is not...
Maybe we should move this into the bedroom. Or not?
No, yeah, no, we could have just... What's this?
Oh, Monica gave that to me.
Okay, well, that's Jason, right? So who's that?
That's my father.
You know, I think I have these costumes in a closet somewhere. I didn't throw out anything from your childhood.
Glad you didn't throw them out.
Yes, me too. Me too, because after you left, I would come up here a lot and think about you and Jason when you were younger. And I would regret the time I didn't spend with you boys when Ellen and I were off doing something else. The times that we missed, so many of them. Now Jason is gone. Monica? Monica, who's in there?
So how are things going with you and Dr. Westbourne? Or Britt, that's her name, right? Britt?
She's a colleague. We work together.
You guys are colleagues that date.
We went to dinner.
Yeah, you don't have to explain it to me in detail.
For the kids.
I'm just happy that you're getting out of the house for something other than one of Emma's activities. Not that Emma's activities aren't thrilling and totally worth your attention and time. It's just you're a hot guy. Women of the world deserve a shot at that.
Okay, I don't know if I agree with that.
Patrick, Robin knew better than anyone you don't stop living your life because someone you love dies. She would want you to have some fun. And Emma's gonna need a woman in her life sooner or later. The sooner you start dating...
I am nowhere near that with Britt or anybody else right now.
I'm not saying she's the one. I'm just saying that somewhere out there is a woman who's totally worthy of you and Emma. And the sooner I move out, the sooner that clears up some psychic space.
Some what?
You know, nature, totally does not like a vacuum. So if I go, then good things will happen for both of us. Oh, Miss Belle!
Wow.
You look gorgeous. Do a little turn for me. Doesn't she look beautiful?
The most beautiful princess I've ever seen.
I love your costume. Now, go out there tonight and have some fun. I don't want you to miss what wonderful surprises could be waiting for you.
Trick or treat!
You're an ear of corn. That's perfect. I'm not really ready for trick-or-treaters, so can I give you $14?
Sure.
No.
Blended scotch?
There's something in this room that's a little more appropriate than scotch.
Of course, you know, your mom, she looks great. And she always knows everything. Here you go. Put this in your pocket.
Oh, Todd.
What?
Are you kidding?
Oh,
good.
you're very welcome.
What are you supposed to be?
Me? I'm the devil.
That's not funny.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
What is this doing here?
I don't think I should take time off work. You know, we're really backlogged at the station.
Oh, no work and no play. Anna, you take the night off. You'll be refreshed tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's your first night on the job, you know? I don't want to get in the way.
What, do you think I can't make martinis and make scintillating conversation at the same time?
Yeah, I told you were overqualified for the job.
Listen, bartending is a very honorable and respected profession. I know that. But I also know I'm not there to mix drinks. I'm there so that Luke and Lulu can keep an eye on me, which is a complete waste of their time because I have nothing to hide.
Glad to hear it.
Hi.
Hey. Well, if you're here hoping to get some extra work slinging hash, don't bother. I'm part owner of this joint.
Would you seriously consider adopting a child?
Yeah, I'm in a family with you. I don't really care how we get there.
I mean, you can't just be going through the motions to make me happy. This has to be something that we both choose.
We already chose this. Yeah, the situation's changed, but what we want hasn't changed. Yeah, I think about my upbringing, and my mother was great, but I love the fact that it's going to be you and me together when we have kids, and we'll be there for backup.
Yeah, but I had both my parents, and my family wasn't normal.
Right. Well, we'll have everything we need. We love each other. We have good jobs. We have money in the bank. We have a place to live. We have a perfect place to have a kid, to raise a kid. You know, I don't really care where he comes from. So, yeah, I can see us adopting.
I think I can see it, too.
Who is in there?
It's Tracy. She can't know you're here. Ignore her.
I know someone is in there. I can hear voices. Why is this door locked? Open up this door right now or I'm calling the police.
And I was visiting my grandmother. I asked her if I could have this.
They look so much alike, and you look like both of them.
They're actually half brothers. They grew up together. I guess for a while they were pretty close.
What happened?
Well, AJ, my biological father, was kind of a screw-up. Actually, a total screw-up. He was driving drunk one night. Jason was in the car with him trying to get him to stop, and AJ ran into a tree. Jason ended up with brain damage.
Oh, my God, that's awful.
So then Jason left the Quartermains and went to work for my father, my adopted father.
Right, Sonny.
Yeah. And when my mom needed help, she went to Jason. And she always said, if it wasn't for Jason, AJ would have taken me for sure. Actually, AJ did take me.
When?
AJ kidnapped me, Morgan, and Christina. They got found, but AJ kept me for a couple months, convinced my family I was dead. Eventually, he got found out, but it got really bad.
Okay, you don't have to tell me, but just know that my father has done horrible things, okay? I'm not gonna judge you.
AJ shot his own father in the back. My grandfather. Jason and AJ were fighting up on this landing, and they broke through the banister. I just remember how scared I was watching them fall.
Michael, you were there?
I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I hate even thinking about it.
Okay, well then why did you ask your grandmother for this picture?
Okay, that's it. I'm calling the cops. That won't be necessary.
Who is in there, Monica? Who are you talking to?
My son.
You were talking to your son?
Well, I never had a chance to say goodbye to him. There was no body, there was no funeral, and I felt lost. I really wanted to just come up here and spend some time and talk to my son, yes.
Oh, well, we all grieve in different ways, but I am a little surprised that you chose to come up here because you were never in this room when the boys were living in it.
Thanks for reminding me of my failings as a parent. What would I do without your support?
Monica, it wasn't just you. Alan was a miserable failure as well, but it doesn't mean that you didn't love your boys. AJ?
Is there an establishment in Port Charles that you don't own a piece of?
The Haunted Star. That's my daughter's project. Otherwise, you'd still be unemployed. Speaking of which, shouldn't you get over there? You don't want to get fired on your first day.
Goodness, do we need to start all of this
It's
again?
just a
Is it necessary?
suggestion.
I really do have to go. Will you please consider my invitation?
Yes.
Robin? Excuse me, what'd you say?
Oh, excuse me, this beautiful little girl, she reminds me of the little lady I once knew, Robin Scorpio.
That's my mommy. She's an angel.
Oh, yes, she is. You must be Robin's family. I'm Duke Lavery. I'm from Anna's Pass.
Sorry. Yes, Duke. Yes, I'm Patrick. This is Emma.
Hello, Emma.
Yeah, Robin's talked about you. I heard you were back.
I was very sorry to hear about Robin.
Thank you.
It's very sad. I knew your mommy when she was a little girl. We were very close. I always knew she would do great things. And she did.
So, what does Lazarus want now?
He just suggested that maybe I went over to the Haunted Star. Apparently there's some party going on there tonight.
That's a great idea. Would you like to go as my date?
I never had a picture of AJ. I don't really think of him as a father. And Sonny's my father. He doesn't look like that bad of a guy.
He must have had some good in him.
Monica, my grandmother, thinks so. She said even though he's made a bunch of horrible mistakes, that he really did love me.
I can believe that.
Yeah, sometimes I think, if he were still alive, how I would feel about him. If I would be able to forgive him, or would I hate him like everybody else?
Okay, well, just because someone does something that's wrong doesn't mean you can't love them. Look at Trey.
Oh, Trey only knew his dad's good side until, a few months ago.
Okay, well then take it from me. I saw firsthand how awful my father could be, but I still love him. And he loves me.